This is my practice quilt sandwich. I cut a 1/2 yard or 1/2 metre of fabric and then cut it on the fold so that I've got effectively 2 fat quarters, and then sandwich that together with some batting. Now I definitely use proper quilting cotton for the top and bottom. You can use leftover, but remember you're going to want to see your quilting, so something plain or tone on tone is the best thing to use. And I also use cotton 80/20 batting in the middle. If you use the cheapest batting you can find, you will get frustrated because you won't necessarily get good results, and that's going to just put you off. So if you've got leftovers from previous quilts, that's always a good thing that you can use for practicing on. And this batting I'm using is actually Hobbs fusible 80/20, which means that I can just iron the layers together and I don't have to do any basting. Now, if you can drop the feed dogs on your machine, then do that, because in free motion quilting, you're the one that's going to be moving the fabric. You don't want the machine to be moving it at all. So this is a picture of where the switch is on my machine. It's on the right hand side on the end, and that allows me to drop the feed dogs. On my other Janome machine, you have to take off the piece so that it's like doing when you're doing a free arm quilting, and it's at the back of the machine, and that little knob slides across to drop the feed dogs. Now on your machine it might be different, so you'll need to get your owner's manual out if you're not sure where that is. If you don't have that facility to drop them, what you can do is reduce your stitch length to 0, because then your feed dogs won't be trying to feed the fabric through. Often people ask me if they need to reduce their stitch length to 0 if they have dropped their feed dogs, but it won't make any difference at all, because your feed dogs are not going to be doing any work. So it doesn't matter what your stitch length is set to if you've done that. Now for your machine setup, make sure that your elbows are level or even slightly above your hands when you've got your hands flat on the machine bed. So I've raised my chair, my machine is dropped down inside that table, and since I've done that and not had my machine up on top of a table, my hands are fine, my shoulders are fine when I've spent all day quilting. So what I used to find was I had my machine up on top of a table, and when I went to bed at night, I would find I'd wake up with pins and needles and numb fingers, which is not a good healthy sign. So you need to make sure that you're going to be able to keep your arms from the elbow to the fingertips flat. So however you can do that, it could be raising your chair, it could be lowering your machine. That is really going to help you, and it's going to be good for your health as well.